Alright, family. I'm here back again. Tonight we have Champions League final match between PSG, Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan of Italy. So this game, I hope you are aware, it is 8 p.m. I don't know where you are, but it is 8 p.m. at my place where I am. So GMT +1, yeah. You might be wondering, where did I go? All right, as a man, you have to be versatile. You have to be able to adapt tactically and then positionally, so you can fit in. That is football terms, and to my football lovers, let's go into the game. So the game will be played at the Allianz Arena. That is the stadium of Bayern Munich. And one thing about this stadium, anytime they play a final match there, it gives a new winner. It gives a new winner. Meaning, if you have not won the Champions League, you will be able to win it. That is one thing about the stadium. It doesn't mean PSG is going to win it. Okay, I'm just giving the history about the stadium. Let's go into the game. These are the lineups we are getting from the two clubs, and on the side of PSG, Donnarumma will be in goal post, back four with Achraf Hakimi, Marquinhos, William Pacho, and Nuno Mendes. That is the back four. Midfield three of João Neves, Vitinha, and then Fabian Ruiz, and front three, where it's obviously going to be Desire Doué, Ousmane Dembele, and Kivicha Kvaratskhelia. So that is the lineup for PSG. On the side of Inter Milan, we are going to have Yann Sommer in the goal post, and then back three of Bastoni, Acerbi, and Pavard is back. But I'm contemplating, I don't know whether the coach will start Pavard over Acerbi or not. And then we have midfield five of Federico Di Marco, Henry Mkhitaryan, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Nicolo Barella, and then Denzel Dumfries. And then the top two, or the top attackers, being Marcus Thuram and Lautaro Martinez. So these are the possible lineup, the likely players to start for both teams tonight. Now, going into the game itself, let's look at small history about these two clubs, or about the nations in which these two clubs find themselves in. On the side of France, PSG is in France. So on the side of France, Olympique de Marseille is the only club that has won the Champions League, the UCL. They are the only club that has won the UCL. And then it has been 32 years. They won it in 1993. It has been 32 years since they won the UCL. On the side of Italy, or Inter Milan, which is in Italy, it's been 15 years since they won the Champions League. It's been 15 years since they won the Champions League. That is why AC Milan, the president of AC Milan, is going to support Inter at the Allianz Arena, hoping that the UCL can come back to Italy for this time. It's been 15 years. Alright, PSG, they've done a very good job eliminating Brestois, Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Arsenal in the semi-finals. It's not easy. On the side of Inter Milan, they've also eliminated Feyenoord, Bayern, and then Barcelona in the semi-finals. Both have done a very good job, and let's look at what they will be able to provide us this evening. If Inter Milan did not win the trophy tonight, meaning they are going trophyless for the season, their season will be trophyless, and I don't think they will let that happen. We cannot talk about these two clubs without talking about the coaches. But before talking about the coaches, let's look at the previous games these two clubs they've played. In the last 5 games, starting from 2014, the last 5 games, PSG has managed to win 4 of them. So it's like PSG, they've won 3, and then Inter, they've won only 1. Inter has won 1, PSG 3 times, and then 1 resulted in draw. And then after penalties, Inter Milan won. So it's like PSG is having the upper hand, but football does not, favor those things. Even it doesn't go, it doesn't go in alignment with history, as I'm saying. So looking at these two coaches, Luis Enrique, we all know that he is an attacking oriented coach or offensive oriented coach, and then this season he has had so many things in the team of PSG. He has added the possession, they like to control the ball, and then he has added coordinated pressing. PSG will press you at your own half, trying to take the ball away from you, and then they will score from there. He has also added fluidity and then dynamism in the game, attacking channels, positional flexibility. Of course, that is the major thing they are using this season, because it's this positional flexibility, it makes it difficult for you to mark their strikers or their attackers, because they do change wide play, direct movement. On the side of Simeone Inzaghi, for me, I know him to be a defensive oriented coach, in which in this case his elements are compactness, low build up, and then constant rotation with quick transition. So as you are controlling the ball, possessing the ball, when they get the ball, one pass, then you are out and they will score from there. This game is going to be a game of PSG being proactive and then Inter Milan being reactive. PSG proactive in the sense that they will press you high on your at your own half, trying to take the ball, and then Inter Milan will relax and then react to how they are playing the ball. That is why I'm saying they will be reactive and PSG will be proactive. Now look, PSG tonight, they will need Vitinha, because the fluidity and then the tempo of this game, if the game will go smooth or fast, slow, it will depend on Vitinha. He is the main ball controller for them, and PSG will need him very much tonight. On the side of Inter defenders are good in man marking, so it will be very difficult for them in facing the attackers of PSG tonight. That is how I see it, because Inter Milan, on the side of PSG are not using attackers who like to maintain their position. They are using interpositional change. So Dembele playing as a false 9 with the wingers changing from time to time, it will make it very difficult for you to go man marking. And one thing PSG can do is that they should use what we call the positional oriented zonal marking. Positional oriented zonal marking. You mark certain zones or you defend certain zones, certain position. If you want to go man to man, you'll be confused on the pitch, and by the time you realize you are a goal down. Let me see it. PSG, they've attacked very well in this season Champions League. They have 300 attempts to score. 300 attempts to score with 111 attempts on goal. So on target 111. They scored out of this 111, they scored 33 goals. It is only Barcelona who has scored more goals than them. Barcelona has scored 43 goals in the UCL. PSG, on the other hand, has scored 33. PSG in their local league, the whole season they've played about 57 games, scoring about 140 something goals. I think 143, 42 goals. So for them, their main strength is holding the ball, attacking, creating, and then scoring from their chances. And Inter Milan also, they will relax, sit deep with a very tight compactness, and then they will allow you to play the ball so that they will catch you on a counter break. That is how, or that is what we are going to witness this in this match or tonight's game. If Inter Milan cannot beat the high press of PSG, they will only do one thing, that is to go long. the goalkeeper will be going long, or the center backs will be going long. In this case, PSG should be very careful because their center back Bastoni can send a very nice pass, and it will take out all your defenders. So PSG should be very careful. If Inter decides to go long, they will use Marcus Thuram as the target man. In football, when you say someone is a target man, they will play the long balls to him. He will try to flick it, or he will, try to hold the ball to invite his players. So they will use him as the target man because he has this upper body strength. The upper body strength is there, and then he has some aerial supremacy, so he can, do that job very well for them. So I've talked about Inter Milan's, their strength, PSG their strength, and what both teams needs to do. In the game itself, we know PSG will likely go in with their 3-2-5 build up or 3-2-5 attacking formation, and if they don't take care and they let all their fullbacks, in this case Achraf Hakimi and then Nuno Mendes, all join attack, Inter Milan can harm them. Inter Milan can harm them because of, if your fullbacks all join attack and then they catch you on counter break, they also have wing backs who are pacey, and then they can cross the ball very well, and they have strikers who are good in the air too. Inter Milan, they can use set pieces, provided they get it. They can use set pieces because PSG is not very good in defending set pieces, and if they are giving away more set pieces, then they will need Donnarumma to help them, clear the balls, clear the air balls and other stuff, because their defenders are not that good in the air. So that is that. Now, one thing about the UCL from 2018, there has been 6 finals, and then 4 of these 6 finals ended in a goal to nil, one goal to nil, 1 goal to nil. 2 of them 2-0 or 2 goals to nil. So it is assured that whoever scores the first goal, or whoever is able to take at least a chance, make good use of a chance, is likely to win this game. Because from what we've witnessed during the last 6 Champions League final matches, there are, the goals aren't, the goals are not that plenty. The goals 1-0, 2-0. We've not even seen 3-0 from 2018, and that simply means that if you're able to score the first goal, or if you're able to score first and defend very well, you are likely to win the title. So as I was talking about PSG fullbacks joining attack, and then Inter wing backs also, catching them on counter break, I think this game is going to be a game of wingers, or a game of fullbacks, a game of fullbacks. So if it might depend on how your fullbacks will be effective in the game. Now, this game, on paper, PSG is likely the favorite. PSG is likely the favorite. Me, I'm not going to choose sides. Neither I'm not going to give any odds today, because it is a Champions League and it's a final match and anything can happen. Let me take you back. That game that was played, that Real Madrid against Liverpool, that game that ended up 1-0. On paper, Liverpool were the favorite. They played all the ball, had all the chances, but at the end of the game, Real Madrid won. So I won't pick any sides for tonight's game. But on paper, PSG, they are the favorite. I would like for them to. I would like it when they win and they also, get at least the Champions League for the first time. One thing is, when you come to Spain, clubs in Spain, they've won 20 times the Champions League. They've won 20 times. England 15 times, and then Italy 12 times. But France, a big nation like France, clubs in France, just one. That is Olympique de Marseille 1993. So it will be a very nice experience if PSG wins this game. And Inter Milan will likely not sit idle for them to go trophyless this season. So they might, don't be surprised if they do something, pull up a surprise or something. So that is that. This is Quactic Sports channel. Quactic Sports channel bringing you Quactic preview about the Champions League match tonight. Tell us who is going to win the UCL tonight. Tell us in the comment section. Thank you.